How are we gonna start? We haven't figured this out.
This is part of it.
I don't know.
I swear to God, if you put that in, I hate when you do that every single time. You do that every single time.
I'll do it less and less.
It's fine. Well, Michael's not here.
Yeah, Michael is not with us anymore.
Nor is our guest.
We were going to have someone else, Morgan, on here. Morgan. No, I was about to throw him shade, but I feel bad throwing him shade.
Oh, it's fine.
Because, he had to work. Well, no, he didn't.
He's class right now.
Oh, that's right. People have class.
Oh, yeah. We're in college.
Okay, that's how it works. My name's Jonathan.
And I'm Elizabeth, the producer, but I'm filling in for Michael.
So she's doing double duty today.
Unfortunately.
Episode 1 is still not out.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen eventually.
It's done. It's ready.
I've
edited
edited
it. It needs to be, sent out into the world.
Yeah,
which I'm not ready for.
You're not ready for the first episode to come out?
No. But I kind of am. I've been waiting. I've been sharing it with my family.
Yeah?
And they're like, when is it coming out? And I'm like, I don't know.
So do they think you're lying?
Possibly.
That's funny. They'll be like...
They think I have friends.
Is that a lie?
A little bit.
Am I your friend?
Kind of.
I swear you called me not your friend the other day.
But anyway, today we're talking about the Charlie Brown... Oh, wait. No.
You did the same thing I did last episode.
A Boy Named Charlie Brown.
A Boy Named Charlie Brown came out on December 4th, 1969.
It's January.
And it is. But you know what? It's the beginning of January. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be March. So let's be real. A Boy Named Charlie Brown was directed by Bill Melendez. And it was actually the first feature film of the Charlie Brown cartoons. Had you seen any other Charlie Brown cartoons before seeing this one?
No. Wait, yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
The Christmas one and the Halloween one.
Yeah. Those are the ones I saw too. I saw
the Valentine's Day one.
I don't remember the Valentine's Day one, but it's the little redhead girl, right?
Yeah, because he falls in love with the little redhead girl and it's so cute. But it's fine. I don't think they ended up together.
I saw one that was... There's literally a Charlie Brown that's like an election day. It's election day Charlie Brown.
No, there's
it's
not.
great. Yeah, it is. He runs for class president.
They're 8.
I know, but he runs for class president.
He's in 3rd grade?
Hold on. I need to check.
2nd grade?
Because you might be thinking of Arthur. Because Arthur's in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
How old is Charlie Brown?
No, we looked this up. He's
We looked this up and then
5.
promptly forgot it.
He's 8.
Is he 6?
He's 8 years old, which means he's in 3rd grade.
Charlie Brown...
And Linus is 2 years younger than him, so he's 6.
That's right, but they go to the same class. Charlie
It's
Brown...
one of those schools that, has all the grades.
Oh, it's like an old-time... school. It's like a schoolhouse kind of thing.
Yeah. It's it's 1988.
Okay.
Right?
Charlie Brown began in an early strip that he was only 4 years old. But he aged over the next 2 decades, being 6 years old. He aged over the next 2 decades, as we tend to do. As of November 17th, 1957, though, he was 8.5 years old. No, sorry. These goddamn commas, I swear they're messing me up.
Welcome to the history of Charlie Brown.
Being 6 years old, I really should have done this research before. But
yeah, I told you to do that as your producer. I told you to do your research.
I did some research.
On what?
We'll get to it. Being 6 years old as of November 17th, 1957. And he was 8.5 years old on July 11th, 1979. So by the time of the movie, if the timeline is the same as the comic timeline, then he would be 6 years old. Did you say 6? No, you said every number.
I said 8. Which means Linus is 4, which means he can't even be in school yet.
No, there's preschool. I was in preschool when I was 4.
At the regular school?
No, not at regular school.
Exactly.
But it's like a preschool.
No, but Charlie Brown and Linus are in the same class.
But you just said they don't go to a regular school.
But preschool is different than regular school. Like kindergarten, that's different.
Yeah, well, maybe there's a school that has kindergarten and preschool. That's where I went to preschool. I had kindergarten and preschool.
I know, but Charlie is not in, he's in 1st grade.
He's 6?
Yeah, if he's in 1st grade. So 1st grade and preschool don't align.
Maybe they combine kindergarten and 1st grade, and then they also have a preschool class.
Okay, anyway.
We're going to stop talking about this and get to the meat. Can I see my notes?
Do not mention your notes.
I'm gonna cut that part. I'm gonna cut that
You
part.
can't mention your notes.
I'm gonna cut that part. Jeez. One bald guy, only 2 Asians. How do you remember that, but none of the rest?
Don't judge my notes. Then I literally sat there. Remember, I was counting the Asians on the screen. Do you remember that? I was like, why are there only 2 Asians? And there's how many men? How many people were there? Like 12 of them.
There was like 12. Yeah, Charlie Brown is very
There's Charlie.
Caucasian centric.
I know, but he was bald. So,
Yeah. Did you know that at BYU, like all the guys are bald? That's like, have you heard that stereotype?
that's not true.
There's like a ton of bald guys at BYU.
Why?
I don't know.
Like professors?
No, like students. There are students who are like bald or going bald.
You know what? I have a friend who, his family either goes bald or they go gray, and his last name is Gray, and he's got really hope violet, and they obviously, the gray side goes bald, and the bald other side goes gray.
And the bald side goes gray. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
would he rather go bald
He
or
wants to
gray?
he wants to go gray.
That's a good
And I asked him if he'd want to dye his hair, and he said no. He just said, I'll just be gray when I'm 30, and I'm like, okay.
There's some guys who have gray hair who have like a really like good shade of gray. You know, like they're like cool. Because there's like nasty looking gray, and there's like sleek gray. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tom Hanks.
I think Tom Hanks.
Like in Sully, with his white.
I haven't seen Sully.
You haven't seen Sully?
No.
Put that on. Where's our movie list? Do we not have a movie
No,
list?
we made a decision that we were going to watch every Emily Blunt movie before we watched any other movie.
No,
right?
we need to watch Sully after that.
Okay, is Emily Blunt in that?
No.
Okay, then we'll wait till after.
What are we watching? The Devil Wears Prada, and then after that, The Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. And then we'll see what's next.
No, Romeo and Juliet.
No. She was in. Was it Romeo and Juliet or Sherlock Gnomes?
Both.
She's in both.
Yeah.
We have to watch both of those movies.
Sherlock Gnomes is the sequel to Romeo and Juliet.
If we ever come out with a Patreon, can this be like our premium thing? Is that it's like the
What?
Emily Blunt movie review podcast?
Can we please?
Let's do it.
Because literally, we've already watched 2 of them, and honestly, I've been scared in both.
You get scared really easily. Did Charlie Brown scare you?
Yeah.
What part scared you?
I don't know, the World War II scene with Snoopy.
Oh,
There's
yeah, that was
guns.
scary.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
jumped like 10 times.
let's get into a summary in the movie. So we start out, we see Lucy and Charlie and Linus, and they're just chilling. They're watching the clouds. And remember, and Linus is like, look, I see the Apostle Stephen seeing a vision of heaven after being stoned by Paul.
If you use your imagination, you could see lots of things in the cloud formations. What do you think you see, Linus?
Well, those clouds up there look to me like the map of the British Honduras on the Caribbean.
And Charlie Brown goes, I was going to say I saw a ducky in the clouds, but now I just feel like an idiot. And I love that.
What Lucy said.
I don't know what Lucy said.
By the way, Lucy's my favorite character.
Elizabeth is Lucy.
I am not Lucy.
Yes, you are.
I am like a very, very like watered down version of Lucy.
Yes.
I
Like,
just-
not as mean.
I just make the faces that she.
You make the exact same faces as Lucy. You get stuff done. She's a real go-getter, Lucy. You have to admit.
I'm not a go-getter.
I feel like you are. You produce the show. You're like emailing people and like getting
I email
reservations
no one.
and like making sure we have a USB and stuff.
I forgot the first time.
Yeah, but you got it all the other times. Okay, so then we see Charlie Brown.
Okay,
And
no. He walks. He literally walks for like 5 minutes straight into like 5 different areas. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
And
What are
then
you
he
talking
ends up on a little mound. He walks into the baseball game. That's what he's doing.
about? Yeah.
He walks into the baseball game, and there's this little like mound that's like a tiny little bump, but it has like a different shade of grass.
Yeah,
But
because there's
it's-
dandelions growing on the pitcher's mound.
But it's not the pitcher's mound. That's a difference.
I don't remember this.
I remember this so vividly because I thought this was the most stupid part, and I sat there watching him walk for 5 minutes straight. And I'm thinking, what is the point of this movie?
So there's a long opening crawl, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little slow at places. It is a 69 movie. I mean, came out in 1969 is what I mean. Huh? That's the real reason Michael's not here, so we can like make sex jokes?
No.
Oh, what are you
no!
talking
Oh my
about?
God, no!
Because he doesn't like those.
No, I said this is the reason why Michael should be here, because I'm the worst at this.
Oh, I remember in the movie. Oh, okay. So anyway, we see this baseball game, and it's kind of cool because Snoopy does this whole national anthem thing, and it's kind of crazy. It's almost like we were watching the movie, and we're like, what kind of drugs are going on here? You know? Because, like, you remember this?
No.
You don't remember the national anthem part?
Yeah.
There's, like, this whole montage of, like, the flag that's, like, making different designs and stuff. One thing that's interesting about one thing that's interesting about this movie is that there's a lot of, like, montages in it. So, like, out of nowhere, for, like, no connection to the plot at all, Schroeder plays Beethoven. And it's just, like, a little Beethoven music video for a couple minutes.
But that's after.
That's after. No. That is after, but I'm talking about, like, a general trend in the movie.
Yeah.
And, like, there's this whole thing where, like, Snoopy's just skating around forever to music. And,
yeah,
like,
we'll get to that.
there's some psychedelic... No, well, I'm talking about the trend of the movie,
I know.
you know?
Okay, great. Let's move on to the summary.
No, this is part of the summary, you know? Anyway, so we go, and this is where I feel bad for Charlie Brown. Because he goes to Lucy because he's not feeling very good. His baseball team has not won any of their games this season.
And they just lost.
And they just lost again. He feels like a failure. And that actually happened to me. One time I was in a Little League when I was little, obviously. And we only won, it was like a 20-game season, I think. Was it? Was it that long? Maybe. It was like 20 games, and we won maybe 2 of them. Like, we might have won only 1.
I coached a lacrosse team. Like a boys lacrosse team.
Uh-huh.
Like, they were, like, all, like, 4th or 5th grade. We did not win a single game the entire season. Also, I've never played lacrosse. I just was there.
So what did they just need coaches?
Yeah. I was an assistant to the coach.
Is that, oh, you were an assistant. I thought you coached it. I'm
No.
like, maybe that's why you lost, is because you never played lacrosse.
Yeah, so I was an assistant to the coach, and I did not know, and we lost every single game. But the coach knew what they were doing.
Apparently not.
They just sucked. So the players.
Gotcha. Well, I remember in my baseball team, when we didn't win any of the games this season, I feel like, and maybe I'm misremembering.
You won 2. What are you talking about?
Well, the first half of the season, we didn't win any, right? Like, at all. At all. And I swear the coach got mad at us. There was one practice where I swear he chewed us out.
You know what? That's what I like about Charlie Brown. It's because there's no adult talking.
There's no adults. No one gets mad at the kids are just doing their thing, you know?
Except Lucy. Lucy
It was
gets mad.
it was a different time.
Lucy's the bully of this movie.
True. Lucy does get mad. Sally does get mad sometimes.
When Linus is not talking to her.
Yeah. Anyway, so Charlie's feeling depressed because he says, look, the baseball team isn't winning. It's probably my fault. I feel like the loser.
Because it is his fault.
And Linus goes...
He missed the ball.
That's true. He did miss
He
the
missed
ball.
the ball from the other team winning. And also, he's a terrible pitcher.
Yeah, no.
So these are like...
Every time he throws the ball, he gets knocked over by the ball that gets knocked.
It's hit.
That gets hit. That's the word. I haven't played baseball in a while, can you tell? Anyway, so he's feeling like crap, so he goes to Lucy. And he goes, Lucy, what's my problem? And Lucy says, I'll tell you your problem. Come into my house. We have something to talk about. She proceeds to pull out, like, a whole slideshow of, like, all of... Like, she literally goes, Charlie Brown, this is all the reasons that you suck. And she goes, look. And she puts on a little slideshow on the projector. She goes, you're bad at baseball. You got a funny-looking head. You make weird faces. She calls Charlie Brown fat, which, like, who in their right mind calls Charlie Brown fat, of all people? And second off, why do they all call him Charlie Brown? Like, why are they calling him by his last name? Have you thought about that?
Wait, no, that's his middle name.
Brown is his middle name? That's not true, because his sister's name is Sally Brown. There's no way Brown is his middle name. Lucy says, Charlie Brown, we're going to do this therapy with this football. And of course, what does he do? He walks, he runs, he falls, she pulls the ball out from under him, all that jazz. We don't know how it goes. But the best part is that somehow Lucy was filming this, and she says, check out this random like TV screen I have out in my backyard. We're going to watch an instant replay, and proceeds to show it to him in slow motion. Like, Charlie Brown gets a lot of crap from his friends. Like, that's just a thing. But honestly, like, this is the movie where he gets the most crap. His friends straight up call him fat. They do an instant replay of the football, which must have been expensive. This is 69. This is not like they're pulling out their phones.
This is only Lucy. It's not all his friends. It's Lucy.
I mean, Linus is kind of giving him crap too.
Where is Linus in this?
He beats him at tic-tac-toe after saying he's not a loser. We cut to him going to school the next day, and he sees Lucy and Violet and whatever the other girl's name is. There's 3 of them, and they go, "Hey, Charlie Brown, there's a spelling bee today. You should enter and lose." And then they do this whole song and dance routine. And here's
my favorite part of the movie, by the way.
And one thing I think that jarred me, and I looked it up, this was the first Charlie Brown movie that had like a song with lyrics in it. So it's like not usually a thing that happens in the Charlie Brown cinematic universe, you know? And here they are, and they're very like old-timey. They're like,
Put anything in its place. No wonder everyone calls you Failure Face.
like
you can
that
just
weird
imagine,
kind
you
of-
know, when their heads go up and all you can see is their nose and their big mouth, like, and they're just like waving their hands around.
They're dancing around. It's like messed up. And I think this is another messed up part of this movie. Charlie Brown getting
But
crapped
the
on.
song is called Failure Face.
Failure Face.
Failure Face.
They sing it like that. And I love this song because it's just
This
like,
song is so
what?
good.
It's like,
This
what am I
song is
watching?
so good. It's like a nice like 45. It's like just so entertaining compared to like the bullying that he's experiencing, except it's more bullying, but like,
Yes.
a funny bullying.
Yes. Well, and I think it's
The
unexpected
bullying is
too.
not acceptable, but just like it's
Well, yeah.
just, you know, it's Lucy. But Lucy's like the first member.
Well, the thing that got me was how unexpected it was, because there's never been a song like this in a Charlie Brown movie before.
Yeah.
We're already like 20 minutes into the movie and have not had like
There's no plot.
character singing a song. And also, up to this point, there's kind of no plot. That was one thing. We were like an hour into this movie. And we're like, what are we going to talk about? There's no plot. But then a plot shows up, so it's okay.
Like, well, this is like the beginning of the plot.
I honestly
When
think...
they say join the spelling bee.
Yeah,
Or
this is
it's
when
the
the plot
class
starts.
spelling bee. It's a class spelling
Class
bee.
spelling bee. And he wins because he gets the word depressed. And he goes, I know how to spell that word. And it's like, geez, Charlie. Also, as an aside, the kid who played Charlie Brown, like, must have been depressed after voicing Charlie Brown so many times. Like, he had to say so many things. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a failure.
Yeah, and he's always got to be like, oh, man. Like, I just don't feel very good. I feel like everybody hates me. And I just feel like a loser. I can't do anything right. I'm just a blockhead. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
the
give a kid,
blockhead.
if you give a kid like
Did he say
lines like that,
Did he say that during this movie? I'm a blockhead.
I don't know.
Mm.
But I mean, I'm assuming so because it's a Charlie Brown movie and they always say blockhead,
You blockhead!
But
even though his
no,
head
remember,
is
this is like
circle.
This is like the first one though. Before all of that happened. This is
No.
like this is like one of the beginning movies.
Well, no, because the Christmas one came out before this.
Oh,
The
what?
fall one, or not the fall, the Halloween one came out before this.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, they were already
Oh, I
doing
don't know.
TV specials.
Oh what?
This is the first feature length. The other ones were like TV show length.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Charlie Brown Christmas is only like 20 minutes long.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God, I was a stupid child. I was
Child.
Yeah, I would watch them as a child. No, I would watch them as a child and think, oh yeah, this is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
everything
is why
seems longer.
which is why I think it's an hour and a half now. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but if you watch it again, you'd be like, oh, this is like 10 minutes long.
Okay, yeah, because I haven't watched it in like a hot minute.
It's a good one.
I love that
I
one.
try to watch it every Christmas.
Okay, anyway.
Wait,
we leave up, failure face.
Failure Face!
So he wins the spelling bee with the word depressed. And then he wins. But then he gets sent to the national championship spelling bee.
Yeah, and Lucy's being a bitch and being like,
You
I'm
can't
your
curse.
agent now.
You can't curse on this.
You said fuck.
We're editing that out. This is a kid-friendly
Oh,
kind
man.
of.
I thought we said this was PG-13.
Yeah.
I guess bitch is a little strong for
and
PG-13.
so is the one that I said.
Yeah,
Which we're editing.
of course. I mean, I bleeped out penis last episode.
You have to,
And that's a PG-13 friendly word.
is it?
It is.
Is that the word that we blocked out?
Yeah,
Because
well, I bleeped out a couple, but
Okay, I need.
penis was on the list.
I know, but we have to like edit a lot of this. I don't know what's usable.
Oh,
on
don't
this.
worry. I'll edit a lot of it.
Okay.
That's my job.
Okay. Anyway, remember.
So you were saying he gets sent to the
He gets
national championship.
He gets
spelling
sent to the national championship, And as you said, Lucy becomes his agent, which means nothing.
Yeah, which is so dumb. Like, after like giving Charlie Brown the hardest time in the world, she's like, "Oh, we're friends now. I'm your agent."
Mm-hmm. And then he gets on this bus, and he has this hat. This stupid hat.
I don't remember what the hat looks like, but I remember it being really stupid.
But he gets on the bus, and prior to this, Linus gives him his blanket, his most prized possession in the freaking world.
Oh, nice catch there.
And he gives him this blanket. He's like, Charlie, this is for good luck, because you're going to do good at this. Like, you can spell. And he's like, fantastic. So he puts it in, he just has it with him. He gets on this bus, and this bus is traveling around picking everybody up with these hats just on the side of the road.
That's right. Are they like sailor hats?
Yes!
Yeah, all the people who are going to the spelling bee are wearing sailor hats for some reason.
Yeah. And they're like white, or like they're like striped, or like something. I don't remember. But they're all like going through, picking up these random children on the side of the road with these hats on. And they end up in New York City for the National Spelling Bee. And then they all go up to their each individual room, because they each have their own room.
Yeah, they all have their own hotel room. It's like a nice looking place.
It's not a hotel room.
It looks like a hotel to me.
It's not a hotel. I don't know.
It's got a bed, got a little place to study. There's no adults on this field trip. Like, no adults are on the bus. I even doubt an adult is driving the bus.
Yeah, there's nobody. I don't remember seeing anybody driving the bus. He gets to his hotel, and he unpacks, right? And he has Linus's blanket, but he just starts unpacking like the 3 items that he has, and he has this blue shirt that he never wears.
Yeah, Charlie. I was so surprised when he pulled this shirt out, because like, wait, boy, you never wear this. You wear the same shirt every day.
Yeah. And the same pants.
And the same pants.
But anyway, he has his blue shirt. He puts it into the drawers, and he unpacks it. And then he has the blanket. He puts also in the drawer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then what happens is we cut back to Linus, back in wherever the Peanuts live. And I said Peanuts.
I had to say
I'm going to have to bleep that out. So...
Wait, start over. So, back at home.
Yeah, so we go back to wherever the Peanuts live, and Linus is having withdrawals. He's freaking out. He's going, I need my blanket. Where's my blanket? I need my blanket. I'll do anything. Just give me my blanket.
He can't sleep. He can't eat.
Can't sleep.
He literally cannot do anything.
He can't even function.
He like lays on the ground and cries.
He says, this is a mistake. I need to get my blanket back. I need to go to New York. So, like a normal child, instead of asking his parents, 4-year-old child, instead of asking his parent to go to New York with him or take him there, he gets Snoopy, and they get on a bus to go to New York. This 4-year-old kid and a dog.
By the way, do you realize that Snoopy is the same height as him? Like a little bit, he's like an inch or 2 smaller than him, but the dog is as big as his
I didn't need to realize that. I could have gone my whole life without realizing that. Charlie Brown is going crazy studying, right? And
like he has so many books in his room.
And he's falling asleep like on the book.
Yeah, so Linus just gets there, they find this place.
Yeah, and Linus goes, hey, Charlie Brown, where's my blanket? And he goes, oh no, Linus, I left it somewhere. It's not here. He goes, what?
And then he's like, it might be at the library.
Yeah, he goes, it might be at the library. You could go check there.
See, I keep passing out. I can't be without my blanket. I need my blanket, Charlie Brown. Gee, Linus, I don't know what's with your blanket. I've been so busy studying that I forgot all about your blanket. Forgot about my blanket? Whoa is me. Gee, I'm sorry, Linus. I really have been studying so hard. I must have misplaced it.
Or it was on the bus. He's like, it might be on the bus.
Doesn't even offer to go help his friend find the most important object he owns in his life.
Yeah.
So
Snoopy and Linus leave.
Snoopy and Linus leave. We get another montage of Snoopy ice skating for some reason because
Like
Snoopy's
literally
just extra.
7 minutes of him just
Yeah. There's no one on the street. It's pitch black. It's like 11 o'clock. Like this 4-year-old kid's walking around.
with his dog.
Doesn't find his blanket. It was his neighbor's dog, not even his dog.
Because they go to the library and they're looking through the windows, and he's like, "It's not there," and then he cries again and lays down.
Oh yeah, Linus
Inside.
cries like a million times during this movie. It's funny because Charlie Brown is the sadder character, but Linus cries a lot more.
Well, no, only when he's without his blanket.
That's true.
Which is only 1/3 of the movie.
Yeah, it's only. So then he goes, and they go back to Charlie Brown's place, and it's like morning already. So they spent all night looking for this blanket, looking through windows of the public library. He goes, and Charlie Brown's like, "Did you find it?" Linus is like, "No, I'm gonna die."
But somehow, oh wait, by the way, the first time that Linus is in there, the blanket is under Charlie's bed.
Yes.
Like, it's literally somehow it got out of the drawer that Charlie put it in, or dresser, and then it fell out underneath his bed,
Yeah.
and then Linus is laying on the ground crying about his blanket and does not see his blanket, and then leaves again.
But he can barely see without his blanket.
So once he comes back,
It's like morning, and he goes, "Charlie Brown, I didn't find my blanket." And then Charlie's like, "Oh, that's too bad, man. I guess it's gone." Which is like, Charlie Brown, you shut your mouth. And then he gets dressed, he puts on his shoes, he goes to shine his shoes, he grabs Linus's blanket from underneath the bed and starts shining his shoes with it. And Linus looks over, he goes, "Charlie Brown, what the fuck? That's my blanket." He goes, "That's my blanket. You can't like, that's messed up."
he's like, "Oh my god, my blanket!" And he grabs his blanket and like it's
But
fine.
he gets a little angry.
Linus is fine. He goes back home, right?
No. He goes and stays at the spelling bee.
Oh yeah.
Him and Snoopy go see the spelling bee that Charlie Brown.
By the way, the entire audience
Kids.
is kids,
6 years old.
except the announcer. The announcer is an adult.
The announcer
Because
goes,
it's-
"Wah, wah, 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 wah,
Exactly.
wah."
There's 12 contestants in the entire nation for the National Spelling Bee that only Charlie Brown did one round of at his
At his little local elementary school.
and he's there. And there's like little little circles with each of their faces in them.
Yeah.
There's only
It's like a cool little setup. Like, you don't see the stage, you just see all their faces. And as they're spelling, their faces move and spell the words. And as
Yeah.
they get eliminated, their faces disappear, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
But there's only 2 Asians, and I personally, as an Asian, am proud of that. From an 88, was this 88?
69.
69. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it really 69?
Yeah, it was 1969.
Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Like, 2 Asians? Dang, we can't even do that in most of our movies now. Like, it's 2020, y'all. 2019-ish.
So you're saying that there was some good representation
No,
in
there's
this Charlie
some-
Brown movie?
Except Charlie was the only bald child.
That's not a- Let's start doing affirmative action for bald people. What do you think? I think it could work.
What's wrong with what? No. Yes.
Were there any black kids in the spelling bee?
No.
No.
There's
There was
no-
a lot of girls.
There were 4 girls.
Are you sure? Because you had a hard time remembering the rest of this movie.
I remember, look, the only thing that mattered to me the most was I sat there and I counted how many Asians were on the screen.
So for
But
most
anyway-
of the movie, you were not counting any, but then you counted 2 right in a row.
Yeah, at the Nationals.
Yeah.
Because, like, but there were no other representations besides white and Asian and one bald guy. Or one bald person called Charlie.
Charlie freaking Brown. Anyway.
He makes it. All my Asians are gone. All the other white children are gone.
All my white kids are gone.
And it's Charlie and this one blonde guy, right? Is blonde?
Yeah, it's a blonde guy.
Who knows? Who cares about that man? But anyway, there's 2. He finally makes it as they're all bleeping off the screen and they're all like words he knows, like
unsure or uncertainty, morose.
and like everybody. This is on TV too.
Yeah.
So like Lucy's.
Everyone's cheering
cheering.
for him.
Everyone's cheering. All his friends, everyone who's saying "Failure Face" is like cheering for him. Linus is in the front row with Snoopy. They're like, "Yeah, Charlie."
Snoopy's cheering him on.
And then it's the final 2, and he gets his last word, and it's beagle. He can spell. What was the other one?
He can spell depressed, but he can't spell beagle.
He can spell uncertainty.
Spell beagle right now. You're talking some mad for someone who can't.
All I'm
Can
saying.
you spell beagle?
Yeah, kind of.
Spell it.
I feel like I can. I don't know. I'm so tired. B-E-A-G-L-E. Yo.
What was that?
I don't know.
No, you spelled it the same way Charlie Brown spelled
Did I
it.
really?
Yeah.
Look, I learned from Charlie. I just realized I spelled like bagel except with an A. Right? You like the
Yes, you did. And that's how Charlie Brown spelled it.
I know. I don't know why I was thinking that. It's Beagle. Beagle.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
Charlie Brown's a veil your face again. Everyone hates him. No one shows up.
When
And
he returns home with
poor
Linus.
guy. Yeah, he comes back with Linus and Snoopy, his only true friends. Because really, Snoopy's been a real friend this whole time. He's helped him study. Linus has helped him study. Oh, so he comes back. Everyone's sad. And the thing is, everything kind of goes back to normal. He gets really depressed for a bit. He doesn't get up for school.
Because Linus has to go to him and he's
Yeah.
like, "You're fine, Charlie." Okay, you know what's really funny is that when he says to him, "The Little League has finally won
Yes.
the game," and I was thinking, you mean they won it with?
They won it.
Charlie?
The only game they win is the one they play without Charlie Brown.
Like, what does that say? It's basically a slap in the face. Even though he's like, "Look,
Yeah.
the world's fine." I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're literally trying to encourage him, and you're saying, "Look, we won the game without you."
Yeah.
Like, that's just like a slap in the face.
It's like that wasn't gonna work.
Because he is the pitcher, and he's an outfielder.
Yeah. So it's like not really the best at cheering him up. Linus is a homie though. He notices Charlie Brown's not at school and goes to cheer him up. At least he tries, you know?
Oh, and then Sally. This is Sally's like first official appearance.
Yeah, Sally surprisingly only has like 3 minutes of screen time in this
Yeah.
whole movie.
So Sally comes out and she's like, "Linus, you're here to bring me to a movie, right?" And he's like,
It's like, girl, you are 4!
and she's like, "I really like the movies," which I'm just like, ooh, like I would never go to a movie. That's too much. That's too.
Yeah, movie dates are weird. Like, especially if you're just gonna be like a first date. That's kind of...
Yeah, but she's known him though, so it's normal for
That's
them.
true, but they haven't like gone out. I
But,
guess
like-
the pumpkin patch thing has happened.
But that's different.
That was like a date, right?
No. They're 4. If I
She's asking him to a movie. Let's not.
Did she ask him to bring flowers too?
Probably.
Oh, Sally is one after my own heart. I wish I was as bold as her sometimes.
You are pretty bold.
Not when it comes
You're
to
as bold as
like-
Lucy. Oh, but you want to be romantically bold.
Cause look at her. She just asks out Linus like that. She's like, "Oh, you're here to bring me a movie," and I'm like,
She doesn't get the guy though.
"Yeah, at least she's the good."
That's
You know
true.
You know how hard? How many times have you asked out a girl without being nervous?
Without being nervous.
Yeah.
A handful of times. Anyway,
So
turns
much.
out life has kind of gone back to normal for Charlie Brown. He sees all his friends playing on the playground there, and you know he's like, you know, things are still, you know, the world hasn't ended. That's what Linus tells him. He goes, "You might have lost a spelling bee, but the world hasn't
and
ended."
everything else.
Because Charlie Brown's gotten really depressed
He literally.
since he lost the spelling bee.
This
He
is the
thinks-
first time that we've seen him shirtless too. He has a belly button.
Yeah. We've seen at the baseball game, a pitch gets hit so hard that his clothes come off. And
His pants are so high.
his pants stay on, thankfully. But,
No. I mean, like, because it covers his belly button.
oh yeah. We find out that Charlie Brown does have a belly button, but he doesn't have nipples. It's very strange. Oh, and they see Lucy.
Lucy, oh, my queen.
Lucy does the football thing one more time.
Like a queen.
You just love Lucy, huh?
She's bold. She like steals 6-year-olds' money, like giving them fake information about like their psychological issues.
Oh yeah, and like somehow she has the money for set up like a whole recording video system.
Yeah,
She takes care of business.
like what girl would not want to be like Lucy? Besides the football situation that always happens, and I feel so bad for him every single time. But like other than that, she's a queen.
She is. She.
Between her and Sally and Snoopy, I'm set. Like I don't even care.
Those
about
are the 3 people you aspire to be like.
Yeah.
Those are good role models.
Only their good aspects.
Instead of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, you have Lucy, Sally, and the Snoopy.
Yep, that's my trinity.
The Queen, the sister, and the dog. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
So yeah, it's a nice little moment. And here's the thing: when he does that football the last time, he's not even very sad about it.
but he's annoyed. like
He's
usual.
still annoyed. Which, let's be real, he kind of earns the privilege of being annoyed. But
he's happy.
no, he's happy, and I think that's the thing. This is a very Charlie Brown movie, and the fact that life gets him down, he gets sad, but the world doesn't end. No, he's a depressed kid. Let's be real,
Literally, like the most depressed person, 6-year-old I've ever known.
Yeah, he's almost the most depressed person there is. He's a very depressed 6-year-old.
I just imagine him as an adult. That's what I keep thinking.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you ever seen Her?
I haven't.
Okay.
But I know the idea.
I haven't seen it either, but like that's what.
You're so right.
But
Watch, we're gonna see the movie one day.
But like if you just watch the trailer, you just see him moping around his like apartment with his mustache and like this video recorder. That's what I imagine Charlie is like.
100% Charlie grows a mustache when he's an adult.
Yeah, no hair though. Just literally
still bald.
Just a mustache, but then like forms this like romantic interest in like a video. Like, it basically is series.
The whole little redhead girl thing doesn't work out, and it's just over for him.
Literally. And he has no more friends because Linus actually has life now.
Linus has a life. Well,
Lucy has found...
I'm not sure.
Lucy has found, like, a better life by, like, probably stealing people's money, like a con artist.
So I've got a couple theories about where the Charlie Brown kids end up. Okay. First off, I think Linus ends up being, like, addicted to crack.
No.
Because he's totally a druggie.
No.
Did you see him go through withdrawals with his blanket? He totally ends up having substance abuse issues.
It's not true.
Yes.
No.
Lucy's his dealer. That's gonna be the worst part.
Lucy can easily be a dealer, 100%, because she like totally has that. But like I feel like she would be like a businesswoman. In all those like angry like what's it called? Those angry like mob boss movies, and like it's always a woman who's like the boss. Yeah, but she doesn't get taken down. She's so powerful.
Yeah, and like maybe her husband's the one who's in charge in name, but like she's the one who's actually in charge.
Yeah, she marries like a rich guy just for the money.
Yeah,
because she's obviously 100%. A gold digger. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like I could never be Lucy because I'm not a gold digger.
Okay, well maybe with enough practice you will become a gold digger. You just have to keep working on it, Elizabeth.
I'm good.
Also, I think Pigpen also ends up. I think he's a stoner.
No, he's a what?
Pigpen ends up being a stoner.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I was right for saying no. I said no over it, and I didn't actually hear what it was.
My ideas are bad before I even say them. Also, I have a couple other notes about what, like, these people end up being. I have that Violet is a wine mom who hates her life.
Who's Violet?
She's one of the ones that sings, "Fail your face."
Fail your face.
Okay, where do you think that, my boy Schroeder goes?
Schroeder? I think he probably makes it as a piano player. I think he probably goes a little crazy, but I think he makes it as a big-time classical piano player.
Do you think he'll ever get married? Do you think like he ever had... Number one, do you think he ever
I think he might be asexual. Because he doesn't pay Lucy any mind.
Yeah, but that's Lucy. Like, would you pay any Lucy if she... Would you just ignore her like he does? And just focus on something that's more important to you?
I mean, I probably wouldn't ignore her.
But, like, I would...
But if a girl was coming on that strong, like, I'd at least pay attention.
Just ignore her. I'd, like, block her. Like, block her on social media.
You would block her?
Block her on Instagram, block her on Facebook, block her on social media, any Twitter, like...
So you kind of have a love-hate relationship with Lucy, then?
I love Lucy, but, like, if a guy was coming on to me that strong, bye. You know how many people follow my Instagram?
How many? I don't think I even follow you on Instagram.
No, you don't. Number one, because I didn't realize you had one.
Well,
but
my people will get in touch with your people, and we'll make sure we're.
I am your people. You realize that? I am your producer. I am your people. Like.
I am your people.
But like, all I'm saying is that if like Lucy is, I don't know, pros and cons. There's just but you know who my favorite is?
Snoopy.
No. The girl with the short hair and the big glasses, who likes Charlie.
Oh, Marcy.
Who likes Charlie, but he does not realize that, but he likes the little redheaded girl. But then Marcy is so chill, being by herself. I love that.
No, Marcy doesn't like Charlie Brown. Who? Peppermint Patty likes Charlie Brown.
Oh wait, what?
And Marcy.
Who's Oh wait.
Is.
But I like Peppermint Patty.
Peppermint Patty's the one that always wears sandals.
I like both of them. Yeah. I like them as a duo.
They're a good duo.
They're such a good duo. There's not many.
I kind of ship it.
It's no.
You don't think so?
No,
I do.
no, they're like the wing women. You know what I mean? Like
For
they're
each
like,
other?
Yeah, like they're like the best friends.
They're definitely not equal to like Peppermint Patty.
No, she's
definitely
so much-
runs that ship.
Yeah, but like that's how it usually goes. Like when I think of our friendship, I obviously run this ship.
Do you run the ship?
Yeah, between our friendship, yeah, I run this ship.
I don't know
I'm basically
about that.
you're basically Peppermint. No, I'm Peppermint Patty, and you're Marcy.
I don't think that's
But
true.
in like a non-ship way because that's creepy.
Should I just say sir?
Yeah, can you just?
I'll just say sir. I'll just call you
start
sir all the
calling me
time.
sir? Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So what did you like about the movie? Or what did you not like about it?
I feel like I've already discussed what I've liked and what I haven't.
Um,
JK, actually, hold on. No, I've thoroughly enjoyed
what did you thoroughly enjoy?
none of it. Failure faces. That's literally.
Fail your face!
I think that's the. I don't know why, but it's just like something about my queen. It just like oof. Like there's.
Yeah, 'cause that's the leader. She's like the leader of the girl gang there, you know?
Yeah.
And they all like are doing
but
theirs.
Peppermint Patty, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it goes like Lucy, Peppermint Patty, and then like Marcy is her assistant, and then like everybody else, like
And then
Sally,
you go Sally or Snoopy first?
Sally. I'm talking about girls.
Yeah.
I'm such a.
Oh, okay.
If I have to go from guys, Schroeder.
I like how Schroeder and Lucy are both on your top.
Schroeder. No, that's it. No, Schroeder's my list.
Schroeder's just your list. You don't like any of the other guys in Charlie Brown?
Sh-
Not even Franklin?
Fine. Schroeder.
Franklin's a... Well, I was going to call him a bro, but I can't call him that. 'Cause
Where
that'd be a little racist.
Franklin was he even in this movie?
Franklin was not in this movie, I don't think.
Literally, or the mom. I Charlie Brown's mom. She does nothing. She literally does nothing. It's her.
She's probably addicted to drugs. That's why she's so
But you
distant.
realize that there's never been a father. When there's never been like dad, it's always been mom.
That's true. I don't think you ever meet Charlie Brown's mom.
No father.
I mean, damn it. I don't think you ever meet Charlie Brown's dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well,
Well, I kind of liked the movie, and sometimes I didn't.
there's pros and cons to it.
There was good things and bad things. There were things I liked about the movie, things I didn't like. The animation I was not very impressed with. Like, I swear, like, there was a lot of, like, frames where, like, things were changing colors just randomly for a couple frames.
Yeah, because like the sky kept turning like yellow.
Yeah, and, like, the
And-
kite kept changing colors.
The kite scene
I
when he
sw-
changes the kite.
Yeah, like, it changes
yeah.
color from, like, red to orange and yellow. I don't know.
But they literally just kept cropping Charlie Brown, like just moving it, and they just keep like redoing the frame over and over and over.
Oh, yeah, that's
For
one
that-
thing
for
that's
that.
great about Charlie Brown is that they just repeat the
Reuse.
same frames over and
Yeah.
over. Like, literally, there's a section where Snoopy is the Red Baron, and they just are using the same footage that they used in the Halloween one. But what I liked about it was the montages were all really good. I swear, every kids movie
Oh my god.
kind of does that,
No,
but
the montages sucked. Like
some of them suck.
Schroeder, the only reason why Schroeder was in there was because he played the piano for like 10 minutes straight.
That's true.
And then Charlie walking through the exact same like thing 10 times. And then Snoopy ice skating for like
That
10
one was dumb.
minutes.
But then there were
They
some
were-
good ones. I liked the national anthem one. I liked the baseball one. There's some cool...
There's literally so many little tangents to this that I don't understand why it was put in the movie. I
just
feel-
for kicks.
You know what?
Because it looked cool.
Yeah, this reminds me a little bit of Star Trek.
Why? Just because there's a lot of random stuff?
Literally just random stuff. Because I don't think, honestly, because remember how you told me it was supposed to be an episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this was supposed to be an episode.
Oh, okay. I
And
can
then
see
they kind
that.
of just added stuff to like kind of fill it.
Yeah.
You know,
No, definitely I see that. Because like, I feel like if this was like a half hour or an hour long movie,
just like that.
it'd be cool. It'd be sweet because there's a sweet message, right? A sweet message that there's
But
sad
there's
stuff
so
that
many-
happens, but the world doesn't end, and you still have your friends at the end of the day, you
My friend
know.
says he has
Linus, Snoopy, Lucy in her own weird way. Sally still cares about him, probably. I don't know.
She just did not care.
No, she just wanted Linus the whole time. For a
That's
whole 3 minutes of screen
That's my
time.
girl.
That's your girl. But there were also, I like,
You're right,
there were some...
You're right, she is a thirsty.
She is. I swear. She's... Yep.
Do you think they would end up together though?
No. Maybe. I could see them together.
Anyway, continue.
If he gets his addictions over. Oh, I thought there were some really cool cuts. Like, there were parts where, like, Lucy would stay here, and then Charlie Brown would walk, and then the screen would, like, split in half.
Oh yeah.
Remember that part?
Yeah, that
So-
was super good.
So, like, the animation quality's not all that great, but they did try to do some cool things with it, I feel like, you know?
Especially for 69, yeah.
Yeah. So, It was pretty cool. The thing I hated the most about this movie, though, was they didn't have arguably the best character in all of Charlie Brown. They left him out.
Who?
They left out my boy,
Franklin?
the true homie, Woodstock. He's not in this movie. I know.
Okay, you're right.
Woodstock's
Hold on. Schroeder, Franklin, Woodstock,
Okay.
and Pigpen.
Nah, Pigpen's kind of... he's my least favorite.
I don't understand how he has that much dirt around his feet, like, all the time. And then moves. And
He
literally...
has absent parents. His parents are probably stoners. All right, let's give our rating, right? So again, we got 4 hands. You do thumbs up, thumbs down,
Okay,
no
let's
thumbs.
can you explain what this is?
Okay, so here's the rating system we do here on the Late Train podcast. We haven't even said the name of the show. So much for branding.
No, that's part of the intro. Shut up. Remember we do the intro.
I didn't say Late Train, though.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the Late Train podcast, by the way, because no one knows that. Okay, here on the Late Train podcast, we do a rating system by the amount of hands in the room. And technically, I have 1 hand.
Why do you have 1 hand?
And I have a second hand as well.
Okay, we both have 2
We
hands.
have 2 hands.
Each hand can be a thumb up, a thumb down, or a thumb
sideways.
Well, we called that a no thumb last time.
Yeah,
So
I know,
you
that's
can
what
just.
I meant.
What about a
No. Okay, hold on.
fist?
Oh, thumbs. Hold on. Oh, wait, we're doing thumbs. Oh, it's not
We-
hand. Okay.
Yeah.
So it depends on how many thumbs.
Yeah.
I have 2 thumbs. Jonathan has 2 thumbs. And so up, down, or no thumb, which is this middle.
Yeah, you make a fist. Yeah. So that's like. So for example, I think last time I gave Star Trek a thumb up and a thumb down, right? Because there were things I liked about it and things I didn't like about it.
Okay. And I gave 1 down and 1 no thumb.
Yes. Yeah. But you didn't watch the movie, so.
I know.
All right.
But, okay, it's fine.
So think about your rating. You got it in your head?
Yes.
Okay. So, show your rating. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Interesting. So, we have 1 thumb up, and that's it. The rest are fists. You want to...
Okay, my girl Lucy is in here.
Wow.
And, like, I just, I feel
She's
like, the reason why I didn't give it a thumbs down, because it wasn't, like, terrible to
No,
watch.
it wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't terrible. But was it good? No.
Yeah.
It was like a mediocre movie you'd watch once and never watch again.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's a kid's movie. And I think we're never going to watch a kid's movie again on this podcast. Because I could tell Michael did not like this movie.
Michael hated this
Michael
movie.
hated this movie
Michael
so
watched
much.
this movie and I was so upset that he couldn't be here today. But, no, the reason why I gave it a thumbs up, because, like, there are some good moments where I got a good laugh.
Yeah.
And I just, like, could not stop laughing. And Jonathan can, like, once I get rolling on my laugh, like, it stays for a hot sec.
I think the best thing is I would always laugh at Charlie Brown because he would make the funniest faces. Like, I swear he would, like, do the gym thing.
I know,
he looked
but
at the camera.
Imagine that, though. Like, Lucy literally had that presentation of, like, his face.
I'm laughing just thinking about it.
Of his face. Literally just a montage of his face. Which I don't understand, because I kind of feel like she's slightly obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Does she have that with everybody else, or is it just him?
Does she have any other patients, or is it just Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Good question.
You know, these are all things to wonder.
Yeah. And I thought, I gave it nothing because I thought it was kind of mediocre. And I think that there's better Charlie Brown movies that drag on a little less.
It wasn't that good.
And still have a good message, you know? This one had a good message, but there was so much that just was, I don't know. And again, I'm not the target audience, but
You know who we
that's
should,
my thought.
You know who we should talk about?
Who should we talk about?
The voice of Charlie Brown.
Yes. Okay, so
This is Michael's little thing that he always does.
Michael's little acting corner.
But, like, this time, instead of what he usually does, we found we're doing the main character instead of another supporting character that we think is going to do really well.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little guy named Peter Collins. He voiced Charlie Brown
At 11, right?
at the age of, here we go.
Well, let's just
Okay, Peter Robbins was his name. And, he was born in 56, and he was in this movie that came out in 69, so that would put him at, like, 13, 12, something like that. And, so here's the thing. Let me read his little Wikipedia blurb. says Robbins earned national fame in the 1960s as being the first voice actor to voice Charlie Brown in the Peanuts film and television specials. He left the entertainment industry as an adult. Robbins spent much of the 2010s in legal trouble facing charges from threats and stalking. He served a 4-year sentence in prison. So
he did really well, right? Like, you know.
When he was a kid, yeah.
He probably made a lot of money because Charlie Brown is still going on to this day. There's still movies every Christmas, Halloween, and all that jazz. So he went far.
He went far, and then he also fell far. He was arrested by the San Diego Sheriff's Department at the Homeland Security's port of entry while re-entering the United States and charged with 4 felony counts of making a threat to cause death or great bodily injury and 1 felony count of stalking. Again, we don't have any information about it.
So do you think that portraying Charlie Brown's voice caused him to go down the psychological issue path?
Maybe.
The stalking, because, like, I feel like throughout the Charlie Brown movies, there's not much stalking, but there is, like, Sally.
I don't even know if it's stalking, but I think there's like a psychological rift there, right?
Do you think he got those problems because of Charlie Brown?
I don't know. If I had a time machine, I would go back in time and tell Peter Robbins, hey, it's not worth it. Your life's gonna be better if you don't voice Charlie Brown.
So then but what about that person who would eventually voice Charlie Brown?
Oh, maybe it would mess up that person. Maybe I just stopped this movie from being made.
Oh, just this movie or all of the Charlie Brown movies?
Maybe I feel like it was this movie, because this was the most depressing of them. Okay, on May 8th, 2013, he was sentenced to a year in jail for threatening his former girlfriend and stalking her plastic surgeon.
Me too. That's what I want for my future.
You want to stalk?
I want my
boyfriend's plastic surgeon.
No. I want my boyfriend to stalk my plastic surgeon.
That means he really loves you.
Right?
Really loves you as much as Charlie Brown loves.
Loves what? What does Charlie Brown love?
Brown doesn't love anything. I think that might be his problem. He loves the little redhead girl.
No, he doesn't love her. He's infatuated.
Okay, yeah.
There's no love in that. It's like he's like stalking her. Oh my god.
He suffers from Peter Robbins.
Jonathan.
Oh my goodness.
Jonathan, did you hear what I just said?
I did. He stalks a little redhead girl, and that made Peter Robbins stalk his girlfriend's plastic surgeon in real life. He does suffer. Peter Robbins suffers from bipolar disorder and paranoid schizophrenia. And he was released in 2019, so good for him. He's back out in the world.
Do you think that the plastic surgeon is a redhead?
I wonder if his girlfriend is a redhead. Yo.
Well,
that was our little delve into child psychology today. Do you have anything else to add before we go roll out?
No, it was a movie.
Can that be our tagline for this podcast, The Late Train? It was a movie. So we'll just end I have a little idea so we can start ending the episodes. We're going to do a little Jonathan Science Corner, all right? A little science fun fact, okay? This week's fun fact is, did you know that some birds can fly? Hi everybody, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We had a lot of fun making it, and we hope you enjoyed listening to it. If you'd like to watch along with us for next episode, we will be watching Catch-22, the 1970 film by Mike Nichols. If you'd like to send us some fan mail, you can send that to thelatetrainpodcast@gmail.com. If you like this episode, you can share it with your friends. Also, if you like the show, consider donating. You can donate through PayPal to thelatetrainpodcast@gmail.com. You can also visit us at our website at thelatetrainpodcast.home.blog. The Late Train Podcast is edited by me, Jonathan Ibanez, and is produced by Elizabeth Priest. Our theme song, Good Morning, is written by Christian Ibanez. We will see you next time. Till then.